Raised by Wolves episode 2. We started out this episode with a flashback to one of the Mithraic soldiers that had made contact with the settlement last episode. We flash back to him and this lady, and they're basically on a war-torn Earth. They're in Boston, 2145, and we kind of get a little bit of backstory for them. They weren't high enough class to secure places on the Ark. Then they find this broken down android who was accompanying people with access to the Ark. So they use the android to alter their faces in order to sneak onto the Ark, which I found very interesting, because one of the small themes from the first episode was if the Mithraic people come and find Campion, that he had to pretend to follow their religion. And then we get this flashback to Dresus, and we see that they are doing the same thing. They're like, hey, we're gonna have to fake it. We're gonna have to fake the religion to get aboard this Ark, which was kind of interesting to me. So we have this character from this religious sect who actually is not one of their followers and is one of the few remaining people alive on the planet. So that was kind of interesting. Another little tidbit there is that they found out they have a son, or the people whose identity they stole had a son, and now that son is one of the 5 new kids that Mother kidnapped essentially last episode to help restart their civilization. So those 5 little kids, some interesting little dynamics there. We have the oldest one, Hunter. He has a 205 IQ, thank you very much, and is kind of the little jerk of the group who's like rebelling against everything. Like, he's just had that angsty teenager vibe that pretty much every show that's ever been made has one of those. So Hunter fits that niche. And then we have another character who's a smaller girl, and her story is that she is pregnant and was raped while she was in stasis by one of the higher ups in the Mithraic church. So that's kind of interesting. Mother really takes her under her wing to protect her and save that baby, because Mother and Father, their whole goal is to rebuild an atheist civilization, and raising these children, the end game is to have more children. I was a little bit questioning why she only brought 5 of those children back, because it seemed like there was a lot more, and she definitely could have brought back a lot more. But we get back to that number of 6, which I don't know if there's significance there or not, but seems to be at least a recurring number in this show so far. I had some other events go on today, and that was Mother resurrecting Father. So she totally killed him last episode, but brings him back today, and they're totally in cahoots again, and everything's going great. You know, Campion, he's kind of rebelling a little bit against Mother, you know, after essentially seeing how powerful she is and what she can do. Doesn't quite seem comfortable with that, but we'll have to see what happens there. And then we had some creatures show up. You know, first episode, it was just a desolate planet. It was only them, no animals whatsoever. You know, Mother and Father even spoke about 12 years, no life forms whatsoever, until these creatures showed up. So that was kind of interesting, and not totally certain what their goal was. You know, they were sort of hunting after the pregnant girl, and then they found Dresus sleeping on the edge of a cliff, and all they do is run up and push him down the hole. And like, that's all they did to him. So it's unclear, like, are they trying to kill the humans, or are they just playing? You know, what's going on? Where did they come from? So that is something we will have to find out. And then we ended the episode with a new group of the Mithraic paladins showing up to rescue Dresus. So they're right by the settlement, and we're likely in store for another encounter between android and paladin. I don't even know if they're paladins. I'm just calling them paladins. In store for next episode, possibly. All right, that's it for episode 2. I'll be back as soon as I'm done watching episode 3. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.